Trump had a rough weekend. Both comedian Seth Meyers and President Obama himself mocked him at the White House Correspondents' Dinner. Take a look.
No one is prouder to put this birth certificate matter to rest than the Donald. And that's because he can finally get back to focusing on the issues that matter. Like, did we fake the moon landing? What really happened in Roswell? And where are Biggie and Tupac?
Donald Trump has been saying that he will run for president as a Republican, which is surprising since I just assumed he was running as a joke.
Now, why would they call his candidacy a joke? What part of Vice President Meatloaf doesn't sound serious? With me now to discuss the Donald and other stories in the news are Nikki Sixx, whose new album, This Is Gonna Hurt, is in stores tomorrow, Rebecca Dana, senior correspondent for Newsweek and The Daily Beast, and Dean Obadala, comedian and star of the off-Broadway show This Ain't No Tea Party. Welcome, you guys. Hey. Do you think that Seth should have gone after Trump? I mean, Obama really took him, to the cremation. He killed him already. So was it a pile-on at that point?
It was great. Seth was great. He did kill him. And I don't understand. Trump's got such thin skin, but his face looks like leather. You'd think he'd be much tougher about things.
I know, it's true.
Trump should have taken the high road. He didn't laugh at all. He should have laughed. He should have tipped his hair to him, take his hair off like this, and enjoyed the moment of just having a good time.
I just love that Barack Obama knew this Osama bin Laden thing was coming, and he got up there and he gave that speech. First of all, he released the birth certificate, and then he sort of like humored this whole ridiculous spectacle with Donald Trump, and then like boom, Sunday kills Osama.
It was
bin
like
Laden.
the cat who ate the canary.
It was amazing.
He knew everything when he went out there, and he is the coolest cat, Obama, isn't he?
Yeah, I love him.
I mean, from the Motley Crue, isn't it the coolest thing you've ever seen?
He's the coolest guy ever.
Yeah.
He's a rock star
this
weekend.
Yes, absolutely. This has been a great week.
It's been a great week.
Yeah.
What a week.
I can't really make fun of Donald's hair because of mine.
It looks good.
Mine's real.
I think that Donald's hair is not the joke anymore. He himself seems to be
what's
the
happening,
joke.
yes.
The Oompa Loompa makeup is kind of a joke.
The Oompa Loompa
makeup?
makeup?
Kind of a joke, yeah.
But you know, what's funny about Trump, you say he's thin-skinned. I mean, he told Fox News that he went after Seth Meyers and he said that he has no talent. He said that about me one time when I made a hair joke also. He wrote in his book that I had no talent.
Is that his go-to?
Yeah, that's his go-to. If you're a comedian, you never have any talent.
Got it.
The other thing he said was that Seth is a stutterer. I mean, what does that have to... First of all, I don't think Seth is a stutterer, but then besides that, what's the point of that?
Didn't you see the King's speech? Stutterers are cool.
Stutters are in.
Yeah.
And Trump makes things up over and over. I mean, I've never been lied to so much by someone I wasn't dating. I mean, this is unbelievable, Donald Trump. It's one lie after the other. The guy, he doesn't stop. There's no ending.
How much do you love, Rebecca, that Obama preempted Celebrity Apprentice?
So much.
Right before
he didn't just preempt it, but he waited an hour. He said it's going to be 10:30, and it wasn't until easily after 11, this press conference. So it's not like he got in and out in 15 minutes. He killed the entire show. It was amazing.
What a weekend. Think about it for Obama. First, Saturday, he kills Trump. Sunday, he kills bin Laden.
I know.
This is the best weekend ever for Obama.
I mean, do you think that hurt Donald's feelings even more than the jokes? That he went into the Celebrity Apprentice like that?
Do you think he's sad right now?
Who, Donald?
Yeah.
He's
like sulking somewhere?
Well, sulking, yes. I don't know if he's capable of being sad exactly.
I don't think Donald Trump has any inner life at all. I think he actually is just the makeup and the hair.
Yeah.
So I don't know that he's capable of sadness.
Let me ask you something, Dean. As a Muslim yourself, right?
Well, yeah, my family is, and I'm somewhat.
Are you a lapsed Muslim?
How can you be somewhat?
I'm secular. You know, I'm secular. I mean, my mom's Christian, my father's Muslim. I was raised with both religions, so I feel a connection to both, frankly. So I do identify as a Muslim, but I identify at the same time as a Christian.
So your father is Muslim, you
Yes.
say? So how did that go down, that we captured bin Laden?
Well, we killed bin Laden. Every Muslim I know, honestly, in America is ecstatic. This is a great day, frankly. I mean, this is a man... He is the father of Islamophobia. He's the one that's caused the backlash that we suffered, that innocent people across America suffered. So he's the one I blame for Islamophobia building and building and building. If it wasn't for 9/11, we would not live in this world where people can say these horrific things about Muslims. Presidential candidates can say horrible things, and there's no backlash anymore. You know, it sells more books, it gets more ratings. That's a sad reality.
And also to Obama's point last night, you know, who's killed more Muslims in the modern era than Osama bin Laden?
That's true. That's the point. Very good. Shall we talk some more about Trump? There's one more point about him, because he's racking up all of these public feuds. He's got a feud with Bill Cosby, Jerry Seinfeld, Robert De Niro. The guy's got a longer enemies list now than Nixon did. And now Letterman, who he's now the president. Donald Trump is now saying he's not going to go on Letterman's show because some of Letterman's comments were racist. Watch it.
But then this nonsense about, well, how did he get into Harvard? How did he get into Columbia? Well, I'd like to see his grades from Occidental. How was he able to write such a memoir? Well, that's taking on a whole different point of view as far as I'm concerned. My point is, it's all fun, it's all a circus, it's all a rodeo until it starts to smack of racism. And then it's no longer fun.
I think he has a point, David. It became less fun when he started talking about his grades and getting into Harvard. Then it started to sound like, oh, he only got in because he was black. That's what it sounded like.
It looked like a therapy session, though, there with Dave Letterman talking to Dr. Phil. Like, this is my problem. You know, I graduated from law school. I can tell you this. If you cannot graduate with honors and be editor-in-chief of your law review at Harvard Law School if you're not extremely intelligent, almost a genius, frankly. So however Obama got in, the end result is he's proved himself to be an amazing student and a very smart president. Let's be quite honest.
I mean, I think the worst possible place we can take this is to actually engage in a debate about whether Obama deserved. I mean, there is no question that Obama deserved this. The point here, if we need to talk about it at all, is to talk about Donald Trump, who I think is genuinely actually not a racist. He's just a narcissist. And what Letterman was getting at very smartly is that the effect of his boundless narcissism is racist at this point, and he needs to shut up, and we all need to sort of, I think
that's true. I think Bill Maher the other night was making this point that, you know, could it be that he doesn't realize what he said is racist? It's possible.
It's that he doesn't care, because it's all about Donald. So as long as the spotlight is on Donald, he would say anything. He would cure world hunger if that's what it took, or he would kill a puppy.
Okay, all right. We'll have more pop culture.
Or kill a puppy. Don't forget that part.
No, kill a puppy. No, I don't know if he would kill a puppy. But he'd say the puppy didn't get into puppy school legitimately. All right, we'll be right back with more on this. I'm back with my lovely panel. So the big news last night was about Osama bin Laden, except on Geraldo at Large. On that show, it was about Geraldo. Take a look.
Osama bin Laden is dead. Happy days. Happy days, everybody. Yeah. This is the greatest. Give me a wide shot of the general. This is the greatest night of my career. The bum is dead. The savage who hurt us so grievously. And I am so blessed, I'm so privileged to be at this desk at this moment. That's why I came to Fox News to pursue and watch that monster being removed, being punished.
Okay, so Trump, Geraldo, whose ego is a little bigger here.
That was such an awkward white guy handshake, too. But that was unbelievable.
Well, it's Fox, you know.
Well, Geraldo's as if, you're right, it's as if Geraldo killed bin Laden himself. I mean, he is so like, I got him in the other room, I just choked him, I killed bin Laden.
I happen to like Geraldo.
I love
but
it.
That's just too funny.
He was so great last night. I watched it as soon as they announced the press conference. I tuned right into Fox, and he was just completely amazing. Like, for the life of me, where was Shep Smith? Where was anyone with a brain on that network? They were like, they must have dispatched cars all over New York to find these people, but there was Geraldo for like hours, and he had nothing to say. I think he was the first person who talked about Osama bin Laden, because he was just like speculating wildly on what the press conference might be, and he was like, maybe it was a nuclear weapon.
Maybe it came out.
Yes, exactly. And then finally he was like, wait a minute, I have an idea. Maybe it's not, like, just so irresponsible, but God love him. He's great.
I like the way the cameraman looked like he was trying to push Geraldo out of the picture. It just kept shrinking, and at one point, there was just part of Geraldo on there ranting.
Just a mustache by the end.
Yeah, no, I love a man with a mustache, but man, that thing is like flying off his face.
Remember when he tried to go into Al Capone's vault and it was empty, that whole debacle?
Remember when he gave
was
away
this better than that?
Movements? When he gave away troop movements, drawing in the sand?
Oh my God.
He's a national treasure.
Yeah. And he claimed that he was under friendly fire at one time, and it was like hundreds of meters away, hundreds of miles away.
Just making up.
But compared to what you see on Fox News, this is nothing in the scale of making things up. This is almost responsible journalism, what happened there.
Aren't responsible journalists not supposed to talk about themselves, just talk about the story?
I agree with you. It's the biggest story in the world today, and it relates that I got him. That's what it felt like. I got him.
But you know, in Geraldo's defense, like that exuberance while perhaps a little premature, was kind of fun.
It was a
nice
premature interpretation.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you guys very much. Catch Dean in the off-Broadway comedy show This Ain't No Tea Party, Friday and Saturday at the Midtown Theater in New York. And Nikki's album, This Is Gonna Hurt, comes out tomorrow. Good night, everybody.